I'm much taller than the rest of you now. They especially made it for me so you can see me. But for those of you who can't see, I'm wearing red pants and a blue shirt. I always used to say I bleed craft blue. Now I'm going to bleed craft blue and red. So I just want to take a moment to introduce Tony Vernon, the CEO, who needs no introduction. And for those of you who were in the Northfield atrium this morning, we had the ceremony to launch the new craft. But Tony, I want to personally thank you for taking the time to talk to this group first. This has been a fantastic group to work with that I've experienced for the past 9 months, and they are the ones who basically brought us over the hump in terms of launching this two new systems group. So if you can, please.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
So I have to tell you a story. Irene told me about this spin on basically the 1st of July 15 months ago. She met me at a hotel in New Jersey. I was there for a Wakefern account visit, and she said, I'd like to meet you at the hotel at 7:30 a.m. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be fired. Totally sure. They were just starting a very good year, and I thought, I don't think she'd fire me now. But it was a very unusual kind of event, and she told me, you know, it was only Irene Ken. She said, hey, I've made a decision. I'm sorry we kept you out of it. Tim, myself, and Dave Burdner worked on this with the board, and we're going to break the Duke company into 2. And my reaction, the first words out of my mouth, because we had just started Lean Six Sigma, we were just, you know, getting the brands up and running, we were investing in the brands, we had the peak plan, and my first thing I said was, not too politic, I said, couldn't we do this in about a year? And she said, that's what we're going to do. I said, we're going to spin this company in a year? She said, yep, we're going to do it in a year. And I have to tell you, I had my doubts, right? Because you think about all the things we were in the midst of. We hadn't even integrated Cadbury, as you know, right? We just gotten through your unbelievable efforts on Catalyst, and those were still sort of in their infancy. So I never envisioned that Irene was as prescient as she was. Irene sees things where others don't see them, right? There's a great Bobby Kennedy quote about some people look at the world the way it is and ask why. Others look at the way the world has never been and ask why not. That's Irene, that last part. She envisioned you in this room, and she knew this is what it would take, and you made it happen, honestly. And I can't thank you enough. This is an amazing thing, right? We're launching these 2 unbelievable companies. I think these 2 companies are going to be the stars of their respective shareholder value. One, a huge land grab, developing markets play, right, with great snacks brands. And the other, we talk about creating a renaissance in North America, a food and beverage renaissance. And I think, you know, I'm biased. The 2/3 of you that are coming with grocery, yes! To Mondelez. It's going to be incredible, and you know, there's a wonderful note on what we're allowed to do and not do now that we're separate companies. You guys will be writing the book on this as you execute this spin, but we can't talk to each other about growing together because we're going to grow apart. But it doesn't change the mentoring and the relationships and the best practices. And actually, what I find in this kind of situation, you double your amount of mentoring and your coaches when this happens. And all I would say to you is, I can't talk to you for 2 years, but when 2 years is up, dial my number and there may be some opportunities. No. Irene would say the same thing. But seriously, I mean, the mammoth proportion of what you've executed, I mean, I get all the details and the 100+ sites that you migrated and upgraded and the 325 applications you separated and the 70,000 emails that you migrated, and I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the hours you worked and the discipline you put in place and the unbelievable execution, the flawless execution, knock on wood, that you're executing as we speak. It is, you know, I don't know if you'll ever be able to look back and say you had more challenges and frankly more fun. So I know that your working hours that have taken you away from your family and your friends, and I hope this isn't the story of the rest of your career, but I think it is the story of something that you'll look back on and say, that was the great challenge and accomplishment of my life. And that there's nothing you can't do now that you've executed this. There's no places you can't go. We're going to keep you at Mondelez and Kraft, but I promise you, your phone's going to be ringing, and there are going to be people that say, how did you do that? Because this won't be the last great company that tries to do something of this magnitude. I don't believe any company is better positioned to create these two great things, and it would not have happened without you. I want to say come over to the barbecue and listen to the band, but I think Zohar's got other plans for you, so we'll decide with Dave what the plan is. But there'll be time for you to celebrate, and I can't thank you enough. And speaking for Irene and myself and Tim McLevish and Sam Rovit and Dave Burton, I think what you've done is heroic and way above and beyond the call. And Kraft and Mondelez are in your debt for the rest of your careers. So thank you very much, and I hope we get, this isn't goodbye, this is just future and mentoring together. So thank you.
So real quick, the plan is not for you to not go outside, as you already know. But, you know, I think Rakesh and Jan have talked to most of your team members and team leaders, so take turns as you go out. There's going to be a celebration throughout the day outside up until 3 o'clock, so I'm sure you'll take a break for lunch, and we have a really nice barbecue. Take the time to go out and make sure that you can do it in turn, so you're supporting the business as well as you well have done throughout the past several months and years. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. Keep your